So I've been chronically dehydrated most of my life. I had an aversion to water that was insurmountable. Oh, and I could choke down 2 glasses a day for a bit, but eventually I'd quit drinking it altogether. I was taken to emergency in 1986 and again in 2005 while on a 300-mile bike ride. I had done everything to get ready for the ride, including not drinking coffee and drinking more water, but I was already too far gone. I look back and I think, damn, I wish I could have been Larry that day. It was pretty funny to me, but he still doesn't laugh about it. He and the kids watched us ride out at 6 a.m. from the Mall of America, and then they decided to surprise me and meet me at the second rest, which is at the 30-mile mark. But I never showed up. He didn't know it, but by then, one of the trailers, those are guys on motorcycles that bring up the rear and make sure all the bicyclists are accounted for, found me literally in a ditch. I remember falling in there like in slow motion and thinking, holy shit, am I losing my balance? And that was it. He must have seen me, I don't know. All the bikers I was with in that grouping just kept right on going, kind of like when I was mugged in New York City at knife point. But that's another story. And by the way, this is proof that I am able to be invisible at will. Just an FYI for you. Larry became hysterical. If you know him, you know how funny that can be. I've seen it 3 times in our 25 years together. He still won't laugh about it, but I do because, dudes, I was not actually there. So, not a whole lot of personal attachment. I was watching but not involved. He drove up and down the highway. He stopped bikers, he stopped workers and double checked the routes. He even went back to the river. He finally found someone who told him that I had been transported. I got back to the camp about 2 a.m. and wasn't allowed to ride out the next day. I did finish the race, but I suspect Larry followed me the rest of the way. I didn't see him, but I felt like he was hiding in the bushes and hanging back a half mile or something. But they were there at the finish. I cried for 30 minutes at least at the end there. I was so exhausted. And it was the toughest thing I'd done in my life without friends. And still, after that, drinking water was like eating dirt to me. I hated it. It wasn't until 2 years ago that the universe finally rang my bell. I was diagnosed with stage 2 cancer, and the 3 things that screamed like a banshee from hell at me were that my white blood cell count was off the charts, I had no vitamin D in my system, and I was chronically dehydrated. When your body is not getting enough water or nutrients, it will start shutting down. It'll begin ignoring unessential things in order to keep the essentials going. So, like your heart and lungs are essential, but your foot is not. Your body has a list. Trust me, if you're forcing your body to make a choice between your heart and lungs and a leg, I can tell you who's going to win that battle. And that is when disease will creep in and set in to those organs and other parts of your body that generally people take for granted. So since then, I forced myself to drink more water. It was still tough, but I managed until I started Plexus. Now, whether or not you try this system is your choice. I'm not selling the system here. What I am doing is showing you a way to make certain your body is getting what it needs. You must get at least 60 ounces of water every day. When I started Plexus and was told that water was a huge part of it and how much I needed it, I knew right away that I'd have a problem. So I'm going to pass along what I did to make sure that I forced myself to get at least the minimal of water. I purchased 2 bottles of Smart Water. The smaller one is 25 ounces, and this larger one is 37 ounces. Additionally, I keep 20 ounces of water on my nightstand. So my day begins, I drink 10 ounces, what's left in my water glass, because I drink 10 ounces at night when I lay down, and then whatever's left of the water, when I wake up in the morning, I drink before I even get off the bed. So 10 ounces immediately upon waking up in the morning. Then I drink this 25-ounce bottle. I actually use this to take my supplements and drink my Slim in the morning, but it's just a way to make sure that I'm staying on track with my water. Then I grab the 37-ounce bottle for the day, and it's usually, for me, it's gone by 1 p.m. and I'll refill it, but the goal is to have this bottle gone by 4 p.m. And then I'm free to do what I want until I go to bed, when I drink the other 10 ounces of water before I lay down. That's at least 82 ounces of water between those three things, and it makes a huge difference in everything. I posted the graphic regarding how much water you should use and why, but essentially you need water to feed the cells in your body. It boosts your immune system, it keeps your kidneys healthy, it energizes you and improves your skin, circulation, and digestion. It helps detoxify your body, and it can help prevent headaches. So do yourself and your loved ones a favor and try this for a week. There is nothing worse than watching loved ones suffer and fade because of something so simple and so readily available, and that can fix so many different issues. That's it. Now go and enjoy your day. I'm going to go dig in my garden. Bye.